What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Marketing with N-Dub, where I'm your host, Nathan Webster, and I'm excited to chop it up with you today. Today, for episode 146, man, I'm going to tell you, you're listening to this because it's a quick podcast and you want to earn website traffic. It's Marketing 101, 3 easy ways to increase your foot traffic on your website. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to keep this really short, and here it is. One, as I'm looking at my notes, I want to keep it brief. One, share on social media. Two, share with your friends and professional network. And three, crawl it on your Google console. So let me break this down a little bit more closely, because let me just go back to our last episodes that I think I talked about this a little bit in regarding we talked about this in a little bit here, a little bit there. In episode 21, talked about it a little bit, why entrepreneurs fail. I went into that again when episode 123, Branding 101, a website is a must. We talked about it a couple of episodes ago in 142, 143, understanding the customer journey, in the last episode of what's a marketing funnel. So your website, that is what we call your owned media. So when I'm saying you got to increase your organic traffic, this is where, I'm sorry, I got to look at my notes. Otherwise, I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on so many other things. So I want to keep this under 5 minutes. So just to keep this short and sweet, again, do you hear me repeat that? I can't find my notes. Oh my God. All right, here we go. When it comes to number one, sharing on social media. Now, Google's decided to index this, but social media is people's new search engine, okay? So this is where you are going to get that foot traffic that you're going to need. Now, it's not going to be maybe a true CTR, as in click-through rate, as folks going to click through it all. It just might be a hit it and bounce out. Now, I will say, I'm going to jump to number 3. You need to crawl it with the Google console, Search Console, because this is where they're going to crawl your site, and this is kind of like, in some ways, another way for you to do SEO and SEM, because it's all right there. It's free. All you need is a Gmail account and just register it. Okay, so here's the thing. Make sure you know how to authenticate your domain. If you don't know how to do that, find a marketing professional. I can help you with that. Other marketing professionals can do that, but you have to authenticate your domain. You could potentially even do that. But to go deeper, this is where you got to crawl your site, make it indexable. I don't know if that's the word, but it has to be indexed. And you want to do that on a regular basis, because here's where at one point in time, Google will do that, but they don't do that anymore. So this leads to number 2. Make sure you continuously share it with friends in your professional network. But that just means you're not sharing the homepage. Maybe it's services. Maybe it's a specific service. Maybe this is a blog. But maybe you say, look, my website only has one page. So this is where you do want to get into when it comes to your website, making it a little bit more robust, making it to where when folks go to it, they can veg out on it. We now know people binge. So when you are creating your website, make it binge-worthy. Okay? Back to number 1. When you're sharing it on social media, it could be TikTok, it could be Instagram, it could be Facebook. Most importantly, please share it. Once you're sharing it on these channels, then it starts getting traction. Now, I'm not going to promise you it's going to get to the top of the page, but this is what's important for you to understand. The more content you put on it and relevant to your industry, your specialization, your value proposition, this is when Google says, ooh, this might be a point of interest where they are the industry experts. So we're going to extrapolate, we're going to pull it, and we're going to put it into our search carousel, because this is where that little nugget of information that you drop your diamonds could be what someone is looking for. You are someone's solution to their problem. That's where your website becomes invaluable. So with that, I hope that helps, because when it comes down to everything, when it comes to your website, it should be a destination. And with that, I wish y'all nothing but the best. Come holler at your boy, share, list your friends, especially your website, and I see you next time.